Hey howdy hey, welcome back to the channel my friends. It is I, your lovable mullet apparently having Ectoine. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll give a story on the mullet if you guys really want one, but that'll be in a different video. Today we're going to be going over a couple of things that just came out recently for Dead by Daylight in the most recent devlog. Did I just fucking burp? We're going to be going over the devlog that just came out recently for the Dead by Daylight community. And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of things in it that I don't necessarily agree with, even though I am not necessarily a killer or survivor main. I've got a couple of ideas that Dead by Daylight is more than welcome to use, and truthfully just my own personal opinions on everything going on. So, sit back, grab your cup of Cthulhu, and yeah, let's get right into the video, shall we? So, the first thing that really is shown in terms of new additives to the game is some weird new slugging reduction update, and where I will admit slugging has always been an issue, and tunneling has always been an issue. There seems to be, at least in my opinion, a lack of that in the most recent couple of months prior to this update coming out. And I understand, you know, they're trying to work on different things and trying to do things better for the community, better for the game. So let's go ahead and go read through it right now. I'll read it to you guys out loud. That way you don't have to read through it while we're scrolling. But it says, if a survivor is left in the dying state for a total of 90 seconds during a match, they gain the ability to pick themselves up after fully recovering. And that itself sounds great. It sounds like a beautiful idea. Wait a minute, that's a perk. So your entire solution to slugging is baselining a perk? Where I will admit that sounds great and fantastic, you just took the ability for survivors to get off the hook themselves because it was too damaging to the game. But you left it up to a perk, so what's going to happen to the perk? I believe it's owned by Bill Overbeck. I'm pretty sure is the one who has it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna flash it on screen, obviously. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy the idea of this game. Add the option to enable or disable this mechanic in custom games. Note, perks that enable you to recover from the dying state, like Boon Exponential, will continue to function as before without needing to meet this requirement. That's great. You mentioned Boon Exponential, but what about the one that people actually use? Gradually increases crawling speed for survivors who are left in the dying state. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Add to the ability for survivors to recover while crawling. Recovery now occurs passively with no need to hold a button. Updated several survivor and killer perks to account for these changes. I genuinely believe this is going to be one of the most community separating things in the world. And yes, I know this seems a little bit doomsay-ish, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I've already seen it happening on Twitter. It's not great. I have made my own personal opinions on Twitter, so if you guys want to go over, you can check it out. I'll leave a link to my channel, or to my profile, I guess I'm going to be considered, over on Twitter, down in the comments below, down in the description. You guys can check it out if you would like. Passive recovery while crawling, that's great. The speed is insane, in my opinion. And hear me out. Pick yourself up if you've been in the dying state for 90 seconds. That is great. The fact that you pushed it to a minute and a half, that is fantastic. Do not touch that timer. Please. Please. Dev note, when it comes to slugging, we know it can be frustrating if you're on the receiving end of it too often, or for too long. But we also know that sometimes it's the smart move. This updated system acknowledges this, allowing the killer to slug occasionally when they feel like the right call. It's the right call, but will eventually kick in and swing in the survivor's favor if slugging is used excessively. And that is fabulous, except for the fact that you know that there's going to be bully squads out there that are going to absolutely abuse the fuck out of this. But it's hard to say that because bully squads can abuse the fuck out of anything they really want to. So genuinely, on my standpoint, it should come down to give the killer a different thing that they can do to snowball. And hear me out, I understand that slugging is a genuine issue. I get it firsthand, okay? The amount of times I have been slugged when I do play Survivor with my friends, or without my friends. I mean, shit, I go into solo queue sometimes, guys. That's how confident of a player I am, just to get slugged within the first minute of the game. That sucks. But I don't think that this is the answer. I don't. There needs to be a different route. Tunneling reduction update. Oh, buddy, this is Okay. Let me compose myself. Take a fucking breath here. When a survivor is hooked and their hook status is hidden from the killer, when they are unhooked, there is no notification and their hook status isn't revealed immediately. What do you mean hook status? Are you talking about the fact that they're actually on the hook? Because if that be so, that is fucked up. You're gonna tell me that they just got off the hook 5 seconds ago, but not give me the notification, not give me the pop, the sound. We already don't have hook states as a killer. We have no visual reference to understand how many times we have hooked, other than a ticker bar and our own memory. Okay, so killers, in my comments, riot and put hashtag fuck this tunneling update. Thank you. This is disabled once all generators are completed. Obviously. Unhooked survivors get the following effects for a limited time: haste, endurance, and elusive. Fantastic. No collision with other players, both killer and survivor. That's good. That is good. I will say, the amount of times that a person will run into a fucking corner right after being unhooked, and I'm just like, oh, hey there, Jimmy. Oh, hi, Bob. Like, what do you do with that? Immunity to killer instinct and sees the killer's aura nearby. You know what? I'll give you that. That actually might be cool. That might be a good workaround for certain types of things and certain different things that could happen. These effects are lost when the affected survivor performs a conspicuous action. So, rush vaulting, doing generators, locker, mending, healing. Got it. Okay. All these effects, except haste and endurance, are disabled once all generators are completed. So it's a free sprint burst. Adding a unique effect to the killer's hook state UI that indicates the last survivor they hooked. Good. Good. I would love to know. You know what? I prefer to separate hook states as much as I can personally, but genuinely from the bottom of my fucking soul, it's hard. So good on that. Good on that. After completing a unique hook, the same survivor is not hooked consecutively. Killers get the following benefits: bonus damage for the next generator kick, temporary haste status effect, temporarily reveals survivor, think base kit, barbecue, and chili. That have a less or equal hook state to the hooked survivors. These effects are slightly lessened for the Blight, Dark Lord, Ghoul, Hillbilly, and Nurse. Good! These effects are disabled once all generators are completed. That is fantastic to see that they are actually giving us base kit, BBQ, and chili. I have always thought base kit, BBQ, and chili is actually a really good idea, but I've also been told that I'm a fucking idiot. So let me know in the comments down below. And added new effects that desensitize tunneling. If a survivor dies before 6 total hook states, all remaining survivors gain a repair speed for the rest of the trial. But there is still no mention of a visual UI for us to be able to see the scratches for how many hooks they actually have. You're just supposed to remember it? Guys, not everybody who plays this game is a fucking pro league player. Not that there is a Dead by Daylight league, and I think there might be a fan-made one. Not one personally ran by behavior, but not everybody who plays this game is gonna remember this shit for fun. Not everybody makes content on this game. Truthfully, we have players in here who hop on for one match a night because they're a father or a mother who just got off of a 12-hour shift at your local fucking Waffle House. Shout out to Waffle House. Okay, there's so many people, different types of people out there, and this game feels like it's killing the community that isn't content creation. Now, mind you, there is a lot of content creators out there that play the game. Truthfully. But this just put the fucking... This might just be that last nail in the coffin for anybody who plays killer for fun after a long, long, long day of work. And if that is how you have to play the game, tunneling, to be able to have one match before you have to clock back into being a parent and a normal 9-to-5 worker. Actually, more nowadays, it's like 6 to 5? Then good. I will be the one to sound the alarm if I have to, but not everybody is going to play the same fucking way. if the only way you can get in one match of the night is to piss off maybe one person before you have to go back to your normal life, then do it. And if it has to be me, it has to be me. I've always felt this way. I will never not stop feeling this way. I will never stop feeling this way. You know what I mean? So, genuinely, from a father and a husband and a person who has a job, take it from me. If you have to do this, prior to this update, do it. But I guess that's just my 2 cents, my P's and Q's about it. So we have a new elusive status effect. Added a new status effect that silences grunts of pain and suppresses survivor aura, pools of blood, and scratch marks. I can't even fucking put my... we will be here for 30 fucking minutes if I actually go into why I feel this is bullshit. The Tomes lore update. Updated the Tomes menu to feature new Tomes. Tomes menu feature new Tomes and accompanying lore alongside each chapter release. New lore is unlocked each week within the next active tome. Actually, I really like that. I think that the game needs more in-house story. I think that the game could absolutely use more in-game lore. Stop making this go to a wiki page, please. Because I'm tired of watching any fucking forum just for a little bit of lore, you know? I do enjoy the game, but I enjoy the story of the game the most. Like, it's interesting. How did Jeff Johansson meet the Legion? How did, Elodie and Felix, how did they originally meet? Things like that are reasons why I love this game. Alright, okay, so a really big update that I am disgusted by. And truthfully, it's literally just because I didn't want Myers to have a dash. Of all things they could have done, why a dash? So, the shape, Michael Myers obviously, got a major update, a major rework to his entire kit, and I'll just show you a little clip of what that means, what that entails. Oh hey, it's your boy, making a segue portion of this video, and by that I mean, did you know that I am actually a Twitch streamer and a TikTok content creator as well? We are actually grinding for a couple of end-of-year goals as of right now, so if you guys really do enjoy this sort of content, and we'd like to see more Dead by Daylight come into all sorts of different content, whether it's long-form on YouTube, short-form on TikTok, or extremely long-form but on sporadic scheduling, Twitch, you guys should definitely come check me out on the other locations. I'd greatly appreciate it. It means more than you think, and honestly, just hitting that follow button, saying hello, and if you want to stick around after the vibes that you notice, do so. I'd greatly appreciate it, guys. There's a lot of things we're working for. 1.5 thousand followers over on Twitch. We're looking for 2,000 followers over on TikTok. And right here, right now, we're going for about 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That way we can start rolling into the monetization game, if you know what I mean. So, help your boy out. Help out a family who definitely would really appreciate it. And click that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow over on Twitch and TikTok. Now, back to me ranting about Michael Myers. Yeah. What the fuck? Why? I'm so flabbergasted by it. It doesn't make sense to me, and I don't appreciate that. That is not Myers. That is not my fucking Myers. I'm out. I'm out. For that, but the entire long and short of it is replaced Evil Within with 2 modes that can be toggled with a button press. Stalker mode, which is the stalking mode that we all know and love, or Pursuer mode, 24-meter terror radius, 4.6 meters per second movement speed, increased vault speed, bonus to lunge range, break speed, and stun recovery, and cannot stalk survivors. What? Michael Myers, the shape of evil, evil incarnation, can dash? Why? Once the stalk meter is full, Evil Incarnate mode can be triggered at will, granting the following effects for a limited time. 4.6 meters per second movement speed, 40 meter radius, and increased vault speed. Unlock slaughtering strike ability. Hold the power button to charge this ability, reducing movement speed. Press the attack button while charging to quickly lunge forward, adjusting your angle as you move. The length of the lunge depends on its charge time. If a survivor enters the killer's attack range while lunging, they are knocked into the dying state. This ability can also be used to destroy pallets. Unlocks the ability to grab or kill or perform a regular mori on survivors who would die the next time they are hooked. Adjusted some of the mechanics of stalking. Remove the limited pool of stalk points per survivor, reduces stalk range to 32 meters, and remove distance modifier. Moving while stalking has increased movement speed, but incurs a reduced stalk rate. Reworked his add-ons. Are you fucking kidding me? No! Truth be told, this could be amazing, and I might just be a little bit of doomsaying right now. But I am immediately disgusted by this. I don't. We're gonna pass it. We're gonna pass it. We're gonna pass it on to the next content creator. I'm not getting too deep into that one. The clown did get a minor update, and it is increasing the activation time of the afterpiece antidote. Increases how long the afterpiece tonic hindered effects linger after leaving smoke. In other words, we got our fucking main back, boys. We are literally able to play the clown again, and I'm so excited. Can you tell? I'm so excited for this. I can finally get back on the grindstone, keep working on that Charlie horse for playing the clown. The Unknown did get a medium update. Increased the additional time added to the weaken when injured by a UVX projectile. Increased movement speed recovery after teleporting. Those are great. Those are fantastic. But as you can see in the snippet here, increases the camera vertical range. Do you know what this means? We can Black Ops 1 arc shot hatchet toss this motherfucker through the atmosphere! I'm actually really excited for this as well. Like, this killer update, the clown killer update, oh my god, you are cooking with gas. We're not going to talk about the Michael Myers update because it's just trash. The Dark Lord did get a medium update, slightly reduces Hellfire cooldown, increases total Hellfire pillars by 1, reduced Hellfire charge movement speed, slightly increased slowdown time after casting Hellfire. The Wolf form pounce attack charge time, the increased scent orb spawn time, increased movement friction to make flying easier to control, and adjusted his add-ons. They haven't mentioned the fact that there's a couple of glitches with the Dark Lord that allow you to be Bat Dog. Please don't take Bat Dog. Make it a cosmetic. Make the Bat have capes. Make the Wolf have cape. Make the Dark Lord have no cape. Thank you very much. Blah, blah, blah. The Ghoul did get a medium update. Thank fuck. Everybody and their brother back there chanting hallelujah. When grabbing a survivor on the other side of a vault with Kagane Leap, the survivor is released at the start of a ghoul's vault instead of at the end. So essentially, ta-ta for now, you may have nibbled on my giblets, but I'm leaving this fucking bitch forever. See you! The Oni did get a minor update. Hugging a survivor now spawns more blood orbs. Thank fuck. Thank fuck. For my best friend, Funny D, thank fuck, okay? Because that is something I'm pretty sure he's actually mentioned being an issue in the past. And just a bunch of various types of perk updates and shit like that. So we'll just have to test it out whenever we do go live into the PTB. I will be putting out a video when we do finally get the PTB next week. I'm very, very excited for it. Yeah, because it's coming out, I believe it's coming out in the beginning of September. But I'm really excited for it. So, with that being said, if you guys are excited for any of these changes, if you guys have any personal comments, concerns, your own personal gist, your own personal opinions on it, please make sure you put them down in the comments below. I would love to have a little bit of back and forth, and I might make a follow-up video if there's enough comments on here that I can't really address to immediately in the comment section. Just to be completely honest with you. I have no idea when I will be coming back full-time to YouTube. I've really taken more of a backseat on YouTube for a good minute now, and have been trying my best to get back into the mood to be able to record, edit, and do everything that I need to be able to do. However, it has been so painstakingly long since I've actually been feeling good. With all honesty, my health actually took a hard nosedive into being, oh, how am I not fucking dead? So if you guys do enjoy the content, please make sure you follow over to everywhere else you can find Ecto Inu, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for every ounce of support here recently, and with that being said, make sure you subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. Have a great night, good morning, and stay sweet, stay slimy. This world still needs you. And so do I. Bye-bye!